Dear children, in this module, we are going to learn about the parts of a flower. We learned there are four whorls, the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. First, let us learn about the outermost whorl, that is the calyx. And this calyx whorl is made up of sepals. The sepals are usually green in color and it protects the flower in the bud stage. We can see it is the green colored sepals and it protects the flower in the bud stage. The calyx can be either united together. It can be united and such a united calyx is called as gamocephalous. And in some flowers, the calyx can be free. The calyx, which is made up of the sepals, it can be free. And such a calyx is called as polycephalous. So there are two types of calyx, gamocephalous in which the sepals are united and polycephalous in which the sepals are free from each other. Next, we are going to learn about the second whorl, that is the corolla. The corolla is the whorl which is situated inner to the calyx and the corolla is composed of petals. The petals are brightly colored. Why? It helps to attract the insects for pollination, which is the most important process in sexual reproduction. As in the case of calyx, the corolla, which is made up of petals, can be gamopetalous when the petals in the corolla are fused together. When they are fused together, this is a gamopetalous corolla. And it can be polypetalous if the petals are free from each other. This is a polypetalous corolla. The corolla may be tubular, bell-shaped, funnel-shaped, or it can be wheel-shaped. There can be different shapes for the corolla. Let us learn about another concept called as estivation. How the sepals and petals are arranged in a floral bud is called as estivation. So estivation is the mode of arrangement of the sepals and petals in the corolla and calyx respectively. There are four types of estivation. They are called as valvate, twisted, imbricate and vexillary. In the first type of estivation, that is valvate, the sepals and petals in a whorl just touch one another at the margin without any overlapping. We can see this is the estivation, valvate estivation, in which the sepals and petals, the margin of one sepal just touches the margin of the next petal or sepal. Is it clear? And there is no overlapping of the sepal or petal in its arrangement. And such an arrangement here we can see there is no overlapping and such an arrangement is called as valvate estivation. The next type of estivation is the twisted estivation. The twisted estivation is a type of estivation in which the margins are showing overlapping. One side, one margin of a petal or sepal is overlapped by the next petal or sepal, by the next sepal or petal, which is situated adjacent to it. And we can see this is a twisted in which we can see overlapping of one sepal or petal by the next sepal or petal. And this type is seen in China rose, there is hibiscus, lady's finger and cotton. And the third type is imbricate estivation. The margin of sepal or petal overlap one another but not in a particular direction. We can see here there is a particular direction of overlapping, whereas in imbricate it does not have a particular direction of overlapping. You can see one sepal or petal is completely inside and one of the sepal or petal is completely outside and the rest is partially in and out. And see, this is partially in and out. And such type of estivation is called as imbricate estivation. And the last type is called as the vexillary estivation, or it is called as the papillonaceous estivation. In this type of estivation, there are 5 petals. Of these 5 petals, one is the largest one and this is called as the standard petal. We can see the standard petal. In this diagram, we can see this is the standard petal. And the standard petal overlaps 2 lateral petals, or it is called as the wing petals. These are the 2 wing petals and it is overlapping the wing petals, 2 wing petals which is situated laterally. And these wing petals in turn they overlap the two smallest petals that is situated anteriorly, and they are called as the keel petals. So two keel petals which are fused together, two lateral petals which are situated laterally, or they are called as wing petals, which is overlapped by one large petal which is called as the standard petal. And this is seen in those flowers which is having 5 sepals or petals, that is pentamerous, and this type of estivation is seen in pea and bean. So based on the mode of arrangement of sepal and petal in a floral bud, there are 4 types of estivation: the valvate, the twisted, the imbricate, and last type is the vexillary type of estivation.